So guys, as you can see right here on my futures USDSM position history, it says that on the 21st of February 2025, I actually went long on the K2 USDT pair, as you can see right here, and I actually had a closing PNL of about 7.57 USDT, guys. All right. So for those of you who doesn't know what PNL means, PNL actually means profit and loss. So assuming I actually had a loss, this $7.57 right here would have been showing red. But based on the fact that I'm actually on profit, that is the basic reason why it's showing green down here. Okay, so down below here is my entry price, which is 1.61 USDT. And down below here is my closing price of 1.679 USDT. So this actually means that I was actually in profit on this particular trade. Okay, so I'm going to refresh my balance right now so you guys can see that this is actually real. All right, so I'm going to refresh. Boom. So as you can see, guys, it's still very much intact right here. So guys, in this video today, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I actually snipe tokens like this, just like the K2 USDT pair you see right here. I'm going to be showing you exactly how I actually snipe these tokens and boom, quickly do the needful by trading them on the futures market, guys. Okay, so this strategy I'm about to show you right here in this video has actually been working for me for a very long time now. Actually made thousands of dollars just by doing this particular strategy I'll be showing you. All right, so even as a beginner, you can actually be a part of this and start making the most amount of money for yourselves right away. All right, so before we proceed with this tutorial, I have to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. Everything you see me do right here is based on my own risk and research. All right, so make sure to always carry out your own due diligence before you're actually involved in things like this, because things like this can actually make you the most amount of money for yourself, and as well it can also make you lose a whole lot of money if you are not really good at what you are doing. All right, so make sure to pay attention very closely so you actually get to understand how this works to start making the most amount of money for yourselves right away, guys. Okay, so if this is your first time joining us right here on this channel, this is Don Camps TV, and what to do here is we give you basic guides on how you can make legitimate money right here on the internet space, because I for myself, guys, I make 100% of my income right here on the internet space. Okay, so make sure to smash on that subscribe button right now. Destroy that subscribe button, guys. Turn on the bell icon so whenever Don Camps TV uploads wonderful videos like this one you're about to watch right now, you're always going to be the first to get notified, and then you're going to quickly hop into it to start making the most amount of money for yourselves right away, guys. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive straight into the business of today. Alright guys, so here we are on my Binance account dashboard right now. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can trade futures as a beginner right here on Binance and start making the most amount of money for yourself, just like I myself is doing. Okay, so the first step to actually start trading futures is when you have a crypto wallet, guys. Okay, so you can actually have whatever wallet you want, but the best I actually recommend you to have is Binance or bybit. All right, but for me, I actually prefer using Binance for my trading because there are some certain futures Binance has that other exchanges do not have, guys. So that is the basic reason why I prefer using Binance. All right, so when you're actually done having a Binance account or a Bybit account, the next step would be buying the USDT stablecoin using your fiat currency, just like you see up here, guys. Okay, and mind you, we actually sell USDT and other crypto assets on the PayTzar crypto trading group. Okay, I'm going to be leaving a link to that group on this video description. So all you just simply do is go over to the group and request for whatsoever crypto you want to buy, and boom, guys, we're actually going to be crediting your crypto wallet ASAP. Okay, so that is basically how the group works. All right, so when you are done purchasing USDT, the next step would be making a transfer from either your funding wallet or your spot wallet into your USDSM futures wallet. All right, and mind you, guys, making a transfer into your USDSM futures wallet does not mean that you will be making a transfer of your entire capital. Okay, as you can see, I currently have about $202 right here. I can decide to just make a transfer of maybe $100 or $50 out of this my money right here. Okay, the reason for this is more like risk management, guys. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can transfer from either your spot or funding wallet into your USDSM futures wallet. Okay, so how can you do that? As you can see down here that says assets, you just simply hit on assets. Okay, and right here that says transfer, you just simply hit on transfer. All right, guys, so as you can see right here, it says funding and spot wallet. Okay, but I currently have no money in my funding wallet right now. How do I know? I'm going to hit on this place down here that says Bitcoin. Okay, so as you can see, there's no money on my funding, but if I actually cancel right now and just transfer to spot, okay, if I actually toggle to the spot and just hit on the same Bitcoin right here, as you can see, I currently have about 181 USDT on my spot wallet. Okay, so I'm going to cancel and go back right now. So down below here that says funding, I'm going to hit on this arrow right here at the right corner of my screen. I'm going to hit on it. Okay, so right here that says USDSM futures. I'm going to hit on USDSM futures, guys. Boom. So as you can see, I'm going to hit on this place right here again and just click on, USDT right here. Okay, so I'm going to transfer the sum of, let's see, $50 right here. I'm going to hit on confirm transfer, guys. So let's see how this goes. So as you can see, it says transfer successful 50 USDT. So I'm going to hit on OK. All right, I'm going to hit on this place down here that says futures to actually confirm this. I'm going to hit on futures. Boom. So as you can see right here, guys, my available balance on my futures wallet right now is currently $70. Right. So remember, I actually transferred $50, but I was previously having $20. So it actually added up and became $70 right here. All right. So let's assume you now know how to transfer USDT into your USDSM futures wallet. The next step right now would be, how can you snipe these tokens that are going to go up in price? Okay, how do you get to be a part of the airdrop even before Binance lists them? So you actually get to be among the persons who would make the most profit from such tokens. All right, just like this K2 USDT right here, I actually know when the airdrop was coming and I actually was a part of it, guys. All right, so I'm going to go back to the home page right now. Before I show you exactly how you can trade, I'm going to show you everything you see right here. I know a lot of beginners right now will be wondering what is going on right here. I'm going to explain each and everything in details for you guys to understand correctly. All right. So for now, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can be a part of the crypto airdrops, and then before you can participate on the futures trading to actually make massive profit for yourself, guys. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the home page right now. So I show you exactly how you can be a part of these airdrops before you can actually, trade them on the futures market. Okay. So I'm going to hit on the home button down here, guys. Here we are. So in order to participate in this tokens airdrop before they get listed on Binance, and thereafter you can be able to trade on the futures market, you first of all need to hit on this place right here called the launch pool. Okay, so I'm going to hit on it right now, guys. Here we are, guys. So as you can see right here, all these are tokens that were farmed for airdrop right here on the Binance launch pool some weeks ago. As you can see, this one is the Anime coin, this one is Bearer chain, this one is Solia, and this one is K2, which I just showed you guys a while ago. Okay, so guys, if you actually want to farm those tokens, you have to come over here to the launch pool every month. Okay, they normally list new tokens every month right here. All right, so it's important for you to come check for new tokens that will be listed here on the Binance launch pool every month. Okay, in order for you to farm those tokens and actually get some airdrop from it. Okay, and as well, you also get to know when those tokens will be listed for trading, so you can actually trade them on the futures market. All right, so you actually have two advantages right here. The first one is you have the advantage of getting airdrop from the token, and as well, you also get the advantage to know when those tokens will be listed, so you actually trade them on the futures market. Okay, you actually go long on them to actually make some good profit for yourself. All right, so that is you making 100% profit for yourself. Why I actually called it 100% profit is because you're actually making profit from the airdrop, and as well you're also making profit from trading on the futures market. Right, so that is basically how you can get those tokens even before Binance lists them for trading, guys. All right, so I've actually made a video on how you can farm airdrops right here on the Binance launch pool. I'm going to be leaving a link to that video right now at the top right corner of my screen. So make sure to go watch that video so you actually get a full basic understanding on how you can farm tokens right here on the Binance launch pool, guys. All right. So I'm going to go back right now. So I show you guys exactly how you can start trading right there on the futures market, guys. All right. So I'm going to go back right now. Here we are. So now that you know all the basic steps on how you can farm new tokens on Binance, and as well how to transfer from either your spot wallet or your funding wallet into your USDSM futures wallet, I'm going to be showing you how you can trade futures so you get to make the most amount of money from the airdrop listing, guys. Okay, so if you actually want to trade futures, all you just simply do is down below here that says futures, you just simply hit on futures. All right, so here we are, guys. So right now, as you can see, this up right here shows USDSM, and right here shows coin M. Okay, so guys, USDSM right here actually means that I'm trading using the stable currency, which is the USDT. And if I actually choose the coin M right here, it means that I'm going to be trading using the cryptocurrency, which are the Bitcoin or the Ethereum. All right, so that is basically what this two mean. But guys, I would recommend you actually use the USDSM right here. The reason is because coin M right here is not a stable coin. They're actually volatile coins that could, drop at any moment, guys. All right. So that is the basic reason why using the USDSM is much more risk free, unlike using the coin M. Okay. So as we all know, Bitcoin is actually a volatile cryptocurrency, and as well, the Ethereum is also a volatile cryptocurrency. So making use of the coin M right here is actually of a higher risk, unlike the USDSM. Okay. So guys, now that you know what the USDSM and as well the coin M up here means, the next step would be knowing how you can, start trading. Okay. So how can you start trading? So let's take, for instance, you have actually gotten a new token that you want to trade right here on the futures market. All you just simply need to do is hit on this place up here that says K2 USDT. Just hit on it, and then you can search for the token right here. And then when you actually search for the token, you can simply click on the token. And then when you click on it, it's going to be showing right here that says K2 USDT. All right. So that is basically how you can, search for tokens. So as you can see, down below here that says cross and 20x, and right here that says S. Cross right here actually means that when you are trading and probably you're actually into a huge loss that, got all your available balance right here exhausted, you can actually cross over to your main balance. All right. So crossing over to your main balance means that you're going to be crossing over to the remaining money you have on your main wallet. All right. So that is basically what the cross right here means. So guys, it's actually risky, and I would not advise a beginner trader to, involve in such activity. Okay. So what you have to do in order not to get completely liquidated is to actually hit on this place right here that says cross, and then you choose the isolated option down below here. Okay. So guys, isolated right here actually means you are only trading with the available balance you have right here. And when the money you have right here on your futures account is totally finished, it won't be crossing over to your main balance. Okay. So this makes you safe from being totally liquidated, guys. All right. So before we proceed with the other steps, if you're actually getting so much value from this video right now, don't hesitate to leave this video a like. If this is your first time joining us right here on this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now, and as well turn on the bell icon so you actually get notified whenever I actually upload wonderful videos like this one you are watching right now. Okay, I go out of my way to make sure I give you guys the best content ever. So all I need from you guys is your support, and the only way you can support is actually by liking this video, sharing this video with friends and family, and as well, if you are new right here, make sure you smash on that subscribe button, guys. All right. So with all this being said, let's move over to the next step, guys. All right. So as you can see up here that says 20x, this is actually the leverage section, because you actually have the, ability to borrow money for trading, guys. All right. So let's take, for instance, you have 10 USDT and you actually want to borrow $1,000. It's possible right here using the leverage. All right. Now let me show you what the 20x right here means. So I'm going to hit on it right now. Okay, so let's take, for instance, the K2 USDT actually moved by 1%. We're going to be making 20% profit because it's actually on 20x. Okay, and let's say it actually moved by 10%. We're going to be making 200% profit. And let's say it actually moved by 50%. We're going to be making 1000% profit, guys. Okay, so that is basically how the leverage works. Okay, and let's say it's actually set on the 45x leverage you see right here. On a 1% move, we're going to be making 45% profit, and on a 10% move, we're going to be making 450% profit, and so on. Okay, but guys, as a beginner trader, I would always advise you to set your leverage to be 10x. Okay, it shouldn't be more than 10x, as you can see right here. So this keeps you safe from massive loss, guys. I'm going to hit on confirm down here. So that is basically what the leverage means, guys. All right. And mind you, guys, the reverse is also the case. So what I mean is, let's take, for instance, Keto goes down by 1%. You're going to be losing 20% of your capital if you are trading using 20x. But if you're actually trading using 10x, you're going to be losing 10x of your capital. That is 10%. If it goes down by 10%, you're going to be losing 200% of your capital. That is if you are using, 20x leverage. But if you are using 10x leverage, you're going to be losing 100% of your capital, guys. Okay, so that is basically how it is. You have the potential to make so much money from the futures trading, and you also have the potential to lose so much money from the futures trading if you are not careful enough. All right. So that is what you need to know about the leverage, guys. Okay. So let's say you actually want to enter a trade right now. You first of all need to calculate your trade, so you actually get to know what you are doing. All right. So how can you calculate? So as you can see up here, that shows this, plus slash equals to sign up here. I'm gonna hit on it, guys. So here we are. All right, so up here that says entry price, it actually means the current price of the K2 token. Okay, so let's actually go back to check the current price. Okay, so as you can see, currently one K2 is actually worth 1.7121. It's actually fluctuating right now. So let's actually go back to the calculator right now. So let's say we actually entered this trade at when K2 was 1.71, let's say 23. Okay, and then we actually want to exit at when K2 is 1.8 USDT. All right, and down below here that says quantity K2. Let's actually hit on this K2 right here and just select USDT. All right, so let's say we actually want to enter this trade using $1,000. I'm going to hit on 1,000 right here. Okay, and then down below here that says calculate, I'm going to hit on calculate. All right, so as you can see down here, guys, in order to actually borrow $1,000 right here on the leverage section, all we need is 50 USDT to actually borrow $1,000. Okay, so this actually means that we need the sum of 50 USDT in our trading account to actually be able to borrow $1,000. So this is actually amazing. All right, and down here says that our profit and loss, which is the PNL, is actually going to be 51.22 USDT. All right. So let's take, for instance, we actually, won on this trade. We're going to be making a sum of 51.22 USDT. And also, let's take, for instance, we had to lose on this trade. We're going to be losing all our capital, which is 51.22 USDT. Okay. So that is basically how it is. So our ROE down here, which is the return on equity, is actually 102.44%. Okay, so that is the amount of profit we made, which actually gave us 51.22 USDT, guys. All right. And mind you, the reason why you have such amount of profit right here is because you are using 20x leverage. Let's take, for instance, you are using 10x leverage. The profit will be much more lower than this. Or let's take, for instance, you are using a higher leverage. The profit will be much more higher than this. All right. So that is basically how you can calculate your profit and loss, guys. All right. So I believe you now know how to calculate your profit right here. All right. So other ways you can calculate your initial margin is by dividing the amount you want to borrow by the amount of leverage you want to use. Okay. So let's take, for instance, I want to borrow the sum of, $2,000. I'm to divide $2,000 by the amount of leverage I want to use. So let's say I actually want to use the 20x leverage. I can divide $2,000 by 20, and boom, guys, I'm going to be seeing my initial margin that I'm supposed to load up into my futures trading account in order for me to get access to $2,000 for trading. Okay, so that is basically how you can do that, guys. All right, so I'm going to go back right now. Here we are, guys. So the next thing we'll be talking about right now is this place up here that says market. All right, so we can either choose to use the market order or we can choose to use the limit order. But the difference between the market order right here and the limit order you see right here is that the market order executes immediately, while the limit order executes depending on how you set your price and not immediately, guys. Okay, so what do I mean? So I'm going to hit on the limit order right now. Here we are. So let's say I actually want to buy the K2 token when it actually gets to 1.7 USDT. Okay, I can just set it to be 1.7 right here and just impute the amount of USDT I actually want to use in buying. So let's say I actually want to use 1,000 USDT. The amount of money that needs to be on my trading account in order for me to be able to borrow $1,000 right here to use in purchasing this K2 token is going to be 99.99 USDT. That is approximately 100 USDT. Okay, so I can decide to buy long or sell short. Okay, so guys, buying long means I'm actually going to be predicting that it's going to go higher than 1.7 to maybe 1.8 or 1.79 or whatever amount I'm going to be setting my take profit and stop loss. I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can do all of that. And if I actually hit on sell short, it actually means that I'm predicting that it's going to go, below 1.7 USDT to probably 1.5 USDT or below. All right. But guys, the trade is not going to execute immediately. It's going to wait until the market gets to 1.7 USDT before it actually execute, guys. Okay, so immediately the K2 token goes down to 1.7 USDT. Automatically, I'm going to be holding a position for trade. So that is basically what the limit order is. It doesn't execute immediately because you are the one who is setting your price to exactly how you want it to be. So the market needs to respect what you are doing before the trade actually executes. But unlike the market, order right here, it actually executes immediately because you are buying exactly at the market price of 1.7131 USDT or whatever amount it actually fluctuates to be. Okay, so the market executes immediately, guys. So that is the basic difference between the market order and the limit order. So I hope you understand exactly what I just explained right now. If you don't, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below the comment section regarding whatsoever thing you are not clear about right here. Okay, I'm going to be more than willing to answer your questions, guys. All right. So now that you know all of that, the next step would be how to enter a trade and set your stop loss and take profit. All right. So how do you do that? So like I said before, let's take for instance, I'm using the 20x leverage. I'm going to set it as 20x right now. Okay. I'm going to confirm. And let's say I actually want to use $1,000 for trading. I actually want to borrow $1,000. So I'm going to divide 1,000 by 20x. So that's going to give me about $50. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to be needing the sum of 50.70 USDT on my balance right here. As you can see, I currently have about 70 USDT. So I'm actually capable of borrowing $1,000. Okay, so right now that I've actually gotten my initial amount, I'm going to be, buying long because I'm going to be predicting long on this trade. Okay, I'm going to go over to the candlestick right here and just check how the trade is going. So as you can see, it's currently on the 4 hours time frame, and with the way I'm seeing this trade right now, it's actually doing well. Okay, I'm just gonna go long on this trade right now, and let's see how this goes, guys. Okay, I'm gonna hit on buy long right here. So as you can see, I'm just simply gonna hit on confirm, guys. All right, boom. So as you can see, I just successfully entered the position right now. Okay, I'm currently shorting. As you can see, I'm currently shorting $1.91. I'm currently on a 3% loss, as you can see right here, guys. Okay, I'm currently on a huge loss right now. All right, but that is no big deal because I believe that this trade is actually going to go higher than what I'm seeing right now. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. As you can see, I'm currently on 22% loss. Oh, this is so much, guys. Okay, and they actually gave me a liquidation price of 1.71. Okay, so when this token actually goes to 1.71, automatically I'm going to get liquidated of about $50. So that is really bad, guys. That is really bad. Okay, so guys, I think I'm going to close this trade. I'm currently on profit of $2.95. I'm going to close right now. Okay, so let's see, guys. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to close up. So I was in profit of about $3.34. I was actually on profit on this trade, guys. Okay, as you can see, guys, I currently have 2.38 USDT. So I'm not going to trade on this, coin right now because the market is really bad, guys. All right, the market is really bad, but I was still in profit. Okay, so based on the fact that this K2 token is highly volatile, I'm going to be using, a more less volatile token like the, BTC to actually show you how you can set your stop loss and take profit. All right. So I'm going to hit on this place right here that says K2 USDT. I'm going to search for BTC, guys. Okay. I'm going to search for BTC. Boom. So I'm going to hit on it. All right. So here we are. So I'm just going to hit on this place right here and just, click on 500. Okay. So 500 USDT. Let's say I actually want to borrow 500 USDT. I'm going to be needing the sum of 22.95 USDT. I'm also going to go over to the candlestick right here to just see how the chart is. Okay, so BTC has been really doing bad lately. I'm going to buy long right now. Okay, I'm going to hit on buy long right here. All right, so I'm going to hit on this place down here that says confirm. Okay, so as you can see, guys, it's currently going up, as you can see right now. So how do you set it? You just simply hit on TP/SL right here. And then over here that says trigger price, let's say you actually want to set your stop loss. You just simply go over to the candlestick over here and just look at the previous high and low. Okay, so the previous low was I think $87,000, and the previous high was $90,000. Okay, so let's go back, guys. I'm gonna go up. So I'm gonna set my take profit to be $90,000. Okay, I'm gonna hit on confirm. All right, I'm gonna set my stop loss to be 89. Okay, let's say $87,000. Okay, I'm gonna hit on confirm. All right, so that is basically how you can set your stop loss and take profit, guys. Okay, I'm going to confirm this again. So as you can see, it was previously 87,566. Okay, so that is it. So this is just a tutorial. So for your case, you actually need to be very, very technical in doing this, so you won't do the wrong thing, guys. All right, so this is basically how you can set your TP/SL. All right, so let's say you actually want to close your trade, you can just simply hit on close right here, but I don't want to close right now. I'm just going to leave this trade to go higher a bit before I actually close. All right, so as you can see down here, guys, this is the liquidation price they gave me. When Bitcoin hit $85,000 down, they're going to be liquidating me of about $22. Okay, so guys, that is basically how the futures trading is about. But before you can actually trade futures, make sure you are also good at reading the candlesticks. All right, it's very, very compulsory you know how to read the candle chart, guys, so you won't just enter trade anyhow. Okay, so it's very essential you know how to read the candle chart, guys. All right, so that is it. So for this numbers you see right here, the red and the red are the sellers while the green are the buyers. Okay, so that is the indication right here. So you can actually use these indicators to know the sellers from the buyers. All right, so as you can see, guys, I'm currently on 7% loss. All right, so that is basically how the market is. So when Bitcoin actually goes up a bit, I'm going to be in profit, and I'm going to close my trade just by hitting on the close button down below here. So this is basically how it is, guys. All right, so guys, the whole ideology of this trading is making sure you actually participate on the airdrop using the Binance launch pool, and then when the coin has been listed on Binance, you can quickly come over here to the futures section to actually trade those tokens by longing them, because they will definitely go higher. So you actually make profit even without you knowing how to read the candle charts. You can actually make profit with that as a beginner. Okay, so that is the whole ideology of this tutorial. So guys, if you actually found this tutorial really helpful, do well to leave your boy a thumbs up right now. If this is your first time joining us right here on this channel, make sure to actually smash on that subscribe button right now. Turn on the bell icon, guys. Whenever I actually upload wonderful videos like this one you just watched right now, you're always going to be the first to get notified, and then you're going to quickly up into it to start making the most amount of money for yourselves right away, guys. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Do have a wonderful day. Peace out.